Tuning in was an absolutely amazing guest, Shiphrah Wairima.
Right now, young people are living in the principle of Pablo Picasso, which anything you can imagine is real. So innovation is moving so fast.
It is, yeah.
And I feel like if we don't start thinking about AI governance right now, it's going to mess us up.
We get to hear a side that we normally don't hear about. Tune in and listen for yourself. That's it from me, Stella Gishuhi. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Shiphrah Wairima.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Hebrew name. My first name is a Hebrew name. It means beauty or splendid.
And you are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
My last name, Wairima, means from the mountains. It's a Kikuyu name.
Yeah.
I work in intersection with cybersecurity and AI governance.
Mm-hmm.
And also I do a lot of empowerment in women in tech. Okay. And also I do a lot of empowerment on talents in underrepresented places.
And so like you're very multifaceted. Mm-hmm. There's cybersecurity, there's AI, there's representation of the underrepresented, mm-hmm. and there's women.
Yes.
So let's unpack each, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. On cybersecurity and AI, mm-hmm. what's your background in? Because most people I meet, it's do I have to study cybersecurity? What's your background? What did you study?
So when I started campus, I did my information technology. I did my diploma in information technology.
Right.
And then currently I'm upskilling on criminology and cybercrime. So a little bit of CIA vibe. So I try to tell people that you can start from anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as much as I studied information technology, I upskilled so that I learn a lot of cybersecurity. It wasn't, not most information was brought in from like campus information.
Yeah. And I want to expand that. How important is it for the techie of today or the non-techie of today to upskill, reskill, cross-skill? If there's a skill attached to it, how important is it to the skill evolution?
It's really important, but you have to be very strategic.
Okay.
When I mentor students, I use the quote, Jack of all trades, master of none, but often better than a master of one. And I tell people, once you have a skill, don't ignore the past skill that you had. Like, for example, in my career, I started as a freelance mentor.
Okay.
And from there, I did a lot of SOC analysts.
Okay.
And then from there, I scaled up into being a security leader. So everything adds up at the end of the day.
Yes, it does.
So being a freelance mentor guided me to guide more people in the cybersecurity space. Right. It also helped me to gain courage to do speaking events.
Yes,
so everything really adds up.
Yeah.
So what I can say is that make sure you're upskilling strategically.
Okay.
Know whatever you're doing next will add up to whatever you did in the past so that it doesn't become a loss to whatever you're doing in the future.
And on mentorship, who's your target audience and why did you want to get into mentorship?
My target audience is women in talents in underrepresented places. It's very strategic.
Yeah.
For women, it's because my late mom died recently, just a few years back.
Oh,
and she used to be an engineer. She used to fix things in the house, fix radios, fix stuff in the house. And I could see potential in her. And I used to ask her, why didn't you finish school?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, after she died, the pain was that she died without fulfilling maybe a dream that she once had.
Okay.
And the burden was maybe it was because I was born early and she raised me earlier.
Right.
So my burden has been to find more women who have lost their hope, who had their own dreams behind them, and they have these crazy ambitions and they really want to push forward. And I try to help them become whatever they had envisioned in the first place.
Yeah.
And for talents in underrepresented places, currently I live in Nakuru. It's not a big city.
Yeah.
And strategically, I live in Nakuru just to prove to young people that you can succeed outside the city.
And how has that been? Challenges, opportunities?
There are a lot of challenges that comes with it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I have to be very strategic on what kind of maybe opportunities I'm trying to get into.
Yeah.
And have to vet, is this opportunity worth for me to move from Nakuru to Nairobi or Nakuru to maybe another country?
Yeah.
So talents in those places usually suffer from maybe you don't have money to come to where the opportunities are.
Right.
Maybe the opportunities are there, but you don't know how to get there. But you need to realize that there's so many opportunities virtually. And that's where I used LinkedIn as a skilling device for me. And it has helped me get a lot of networks virtually so that I can scale up even physically.
Oh, so strategy, LinkedIn. So use what you have to get to where you want to be.
Yes.
And through your work now, you are in the Global Council for Responsible AI.
Yes.
What's your role?
So with the GCRAI, I'm currently the chapter president for Kenya.
Okay.
So I'm leading AI governance here. We have local ambassadors working with us. And right now, there's not so much shown us because we're doing a lot of skilling on our teams.
Yes.
Trying to show them this is the right way of governance. And so that we get them out there, they're doing the right work. And just recently, we launched our framework called the GRACE framework with the Global Council to try to operationalize AI governance for different organizations, businesses, fintechs, and all this kind of businesses.
Okay. Why AI governance? I'm going to push back on that. Why are we ready?
I think we should work on the readiness.
Right.
Because right now, young people are living in the principle of Pablo Picasso, which anything you can imagine is real. So innovation is moving so fast.
It is, yeah.
And I feel like if we don't start thinking about AI governance right now, it's going to mess us up.
Yes.
So right now, even we're not talking about policy and innovation. What we're talking about is now the pace that innovation is moving and AI governance is not the same. So how do we make them keep up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tech is outpacing, but then this is a tech that is equally beneficial, but equally dangerous to an extent. Therefore, there needs to be that hat that says, guys, we need to govern AI. So are you governing the tech? Are you governing the people? Are you governing the institutions? Help me understand AI governance.
So when we talk about AI governance, we talk about all things people and all things systems.
Okay.
Because first thing first, people need to understand the safety measures of using AI.
Yes.
That's also another method of governance.
Right.
And also we talk about systems. We need to start training the young people to create innovations that are safer for people to use.
Ah, okay.
So at the end of the day, it's not about people or about systems.
Yeah.
It's about all these inclusive solutions. What does the human being know about AI governance?
Right.
Or how to use AI?
Okay.
Or how about the young people? Do they know that there are dangers or risks that come with creating solutions? Right now they have crazy ideas and crazy innovations that are coming.
And some of these solutions that are coming out, unfortunately, introduce social harm. Your deepfakes, the images, how, women are being attacked and AI is starting to replicate the social ills. So I see where all your work is tying up. And in conversations with the other chapters globally, what is standing out about the African continent?
So I realized actually the reason why I became very involved with the Global Council is that I was sitting down and was looking at all these responsible AI initiatives, and I'm seeing the EU, I'm seeing the US, but now I'm sitting, I'm like, where is Africa? Currently, Kenya is the only chapter in Africa.
Wow.
And working on operationalizing AI governance.
Wow.
We're trying to help other chapters set up, but at the end of the day, we need to move in a faster space in Kenya.
Yes.
But we need more people to realize that we need these AI governance systems. So we need to help Uganda, we need to help Rwanda, and so that we can move in one voice and one accord.
And how did you get onto the council? How did you get there?
Audacity.
Please. Yes.
So I was on LinkedIn scrolling and I'm looking at a niche of AI governance and I'm like, we need to talk about AI safety. And that time I was transitioning from SOC analyst to AI security research.
Okay.
And what I really wanted to do is being an advocate for AI safety and AI governance.
Got it.
And I was looking for all these initiatives that are being started for AI governance. I was like, where's Africa? I don't see it.
Yeah.
So I got to one council and I saw it's the Global Council for Responsible AI, and I'm looking at the chapters. I'm like, wait, there's no one African chapter. What do you mean?
How?
Why? So that's when I took a very daring step, and I texted the global CEO, Carmen, who was very nice, very receptive. And I told her, I'm seeing you've started a really brilliant initiative.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing the African faces.
I'm not seeing us.
Exactly. I'm not seeing us.
Yeah.
And you know what she did? She just said, send me your email. And she sent me all the details of what happens in the Global Castle. I got to understand what happens.
Okay.
And then now from there, we started working together with Carmen.
So audacity.
Push
yourself.
Yes.
Put yourself out there.
Put yourself
if
out
it's not
there.
making sense to you,
Yes.
take up the mantle.
See the niche.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And you say, and that applies to not just young people, because I'm no longer young, but it applies to me as well.
You look young.
I look young. By God's grace, amen. But why I'm asking that is, I hope I don't sound like we're on a tangent. We focus so much on young people.
Yes.
What about this other side of the older generation? I don't know the politically correct term. Older adults. Yeah, older adults and adults after 35, because you stop being youth after 35, right? What are we doing for that millennial or that Exa? Has the focus been on too many young people, or?
I mean, we focus on where the attention is at the moment.
Focus on where the attention is.
Right now, innovation is at peak. What we are doing for the adult is just making sure that they are aware.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I was hearing a friend of mine who was saying that the mother was conned with a clone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
an AI clone, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now, us as maybe children, we need to be very
The younger ones are not children. The younger ones.
The younger ones.
My
young
kids
people.
My kids are old.
Yes, the younger generation just have to make sure that their parents are aware.
Yes.
Or even having that form of, maybe a code name for your family.
Yeah.
Where when they listen to your voice, you can say the code password.
Yeah.
So that it's easier for you to know if this is an AI cloned message or an AI cloned person. And we are in that age where AI is moving so fast. Have you seen photos? Like, you can create photos right now and you wouldn't know if it's real or not real.
Listen, I don't post my children for that reason. I got to a point and I said, it's not worth it.
It's too scary.
Yeah, it's extremely scary. And we have, there's an election wave coming up. So it's going to be, I want to call it deepfake season.
Yes.
So yes, I understand the scare. So as a practitioner, where is cybersecurity coming into what you're doing?
Cybersecurity is all in the business of AI governance. Because when we talk about trust,
yes,
it's in cybersecurity. When we talk about safety, it's still in cybersecurity.
Okay.
And we talk about governance, it's more of like what's the safest, secure way to use AI without harming the people.
Okay.
So governance comes in to bring the human aspect of what the human needs are really needed or how we can meet them.
Okay.
Right? Just trying to make a balance between technology and the human side.
Okay. You're, again, in your very multifaceted, brilliant. So are you seeing... I'm going to go back to skilling. Are enough cybersecurity practitioners and professionals seeing the urgency to understand this AI language, or do you then need to make the case for it and advocate for it from your lens?
They only get to want to learn about AI when it's almost affecting their jobs.
Oh.
Like right now, the entry levels of cybersecurity, most of them are going to be taken away.
By AI?
Exactly. And I know most of them are not really aware that that's happening or that's going to happen. So I feel like there needs to be awareness to these talents to understand the wave of AI and how it's going to come forward. So that once you're skilling, you add on, like I said, you have to be very strategic when you're upskilling.
Yes.
When you're doing, maybe if you are in SOC, maybe you're a SOC analyst, a security operations center, try to understand how AI is coming in.
Okay.
Use AI as an amplification of whatever you're doing.
Okay.
If you're doing AI, make sure you learn security. So maybe learn how AI security works. Just make sure there's an add-on of how AI is really going to affect what you're doing and how you can use AI to make whatever you're doing better.
Yeah, it's people are at the heart, and that specialist skill is required.
Yes.
Yeah.
The human aspect is really, really important, and trying to understand where now technology is coming in and always being aware and being one step ahead. Like, for example, just know how is quantum coming in, or these technologies are coming in. I know there's so much more coming.
Yes.
And we need to be on the loop and on standby just to see how we can, not how to shift, how to adapt.
Now, what is responsibility by design? What does that mean?
When you talk about responsibility, is the same way you would tell a kid you should go to school and make sure that they don't meander around and don't go maybe to a friend's house, right?
Okay.
It's mostly self-awareness.
Right.
When you talk about responsibility, is us as humans to understand how we can safely use AI and how can we govern it to make sure that we are not also limiting innovation. So responsibility is making sure that whatever we're doing, us as consumers and developers at the same time, are using AI to make things better and not to destroy things. In cybersecurity right now, automations of defenses are good. But now remember...
What's an automation of defense? Sorry, automated. Of course.
Automated defenses.
Of course. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So automated defenses are good.
Yes.
But now remember, the attackers who are using this AI, now these automated attackers also.
Yes.
So we need to make sure that as responsible humans, make sure that the innovations we're creating, it's more of the benefit of the humanity and not more of breaking the system.
Yeah, because cybersec has been in different circles I've sat in. How do I challenge myself to break system X, Y? But we want to divert that. No, we want to shift that thinking into actually, no, this can have serious ramifications.
Yes.
Any cases or examples from countries where you've read and you said, this is chaotic?
Not really on the hectic perspective. I think one country I'm really admirant on, it's China. I really love that place because I feel like the structures that they've made would actually they will be able to manage innovation and governance at the same time.
Okay.
Because as much as right now they're putting too much funding on innovation.
You think, is there something as too much funding?
No, they're putting good amount of funding on innovation. Yeah. And at the end of the day, they are going to schools and telling them, you can't use AI on your research. Are you seeing the balance? Like at the end of the day, they're trying to help the students use AI responsibly and use AI for their own benefit and also helping on the innovation perspective.
I have to take a note of that because I like academia and I keep reading. So I want to use it as a mantra, using AI responsibly when I write any research paper in future. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're pro-China.
I'm pro-China.
Where tech is involved.
Yes.
Who else?
I think right now I'll stick with China.
So you stick with China?
Yes.
Okay, so on the topic of AI and ethics, I'm very cynical around AI and ethics.
Yes.
How do we get me and those of us who are cynical around it to believe in ethical AI? It's not that I don't believe in it. No, let me rephrase that. There's cynicism because for me, ethical frameworks developed in the global north being pushed down to the global majority don't make sense.
Yes.
The ethics conversation outside of technology in the African context started in the 70s and 80s. Yes. So when a global north have been talking about ethics since before I was in diapers, even years ago, and then now as a practitioner, it's adopt our ethical frameworks and standards or else. That is what I'm struggling with. Help.
Okay. There are people who are pro-technologists and people who are not pro-technologists.
Yeah.
So people who think that AI will solve maybe problems with cancer. Yeah. And there are people who think that we need to limit this AI because it will go rogue. Yes. Right? But now when we talk about policies, you find like we have the EU Act for cybersecurity and also AI. People and countries are actually using it to create their own policies instead of trying to see how much innovation is happening in their own countries and refining or creating policies that actually fit the African context. So we are actually looking up to the Western countries. No.
Okay.
I think we should sit down as mature people, mature policymakers, sit down with the innovators and try to understand, to strike a balance between innovation and governance at the same time.
Yes.
And if you've read the AI Act, you should go read it.
I have.
One thing.
That's why I forgot about it.
One thing I checked on and it really caught my eye is that there was this ministries and I wasn't seeing the Ministry of Education. And you see, for the longest time, education has been a really great barrier. Because students are coming out of campuses and they know nothing. It's like a rite of passage.
Yes.
Right? And these are the people we need to be training to create responsible systems. These are the people we want them to come out creating solutions that are actually safer for people to use. But now they come out, they see AI, and now they think, how can I use AI to hack? How can I use AI to create my own company? They're not thinking about how can I make AI safe? How can I create this startup to be safe? Or, such things. So I think everything lies down to policymakers coming down to see what innovators are doing and actually going back to the education systems.
Okay. So, because again, AI ethics and I've really tried to wrap my head around it, but I think you've answered my question. It's understanding AI ethics back to the context. And I like the point you raised that the Ministry of Education, a critical key engine and instrument, whatever word you want to call it, to now work with the innovators to think of how they're using AI.
Yes.
And you believe it's been left out.
It's being left out because there's so much innovation coming up.
Yeah.
And with the Act, I feel like if we don't get in touch with the innovators, we will put them down.
Yeah, we're stifling
innovation. And we don't want to put them down. We want them to create more innovations, but they should create innovations securely.
So everybody needs to work together to understand what the other is doing. For our tech audience, your CFOs, your CIOs, your CTOs, what is red teaming? What is AI red teaming?
AI red teaming for the non-technical people.
No, not for the non-technical people. Let's take it back a little bit. You're the practitioner in the field. You have a proposal for enterprise, right? You know they need red teaming.
Yes.
So you're speaking to the CT, the tech savvy team, right? But then they have to present the solution to the person with the purse strings. Yes. But then what I'm finding is they all need to sit in the room.
Yes.
Right? So why do they need red teaming? So 2 questions. Why do you need red teaming? The value. And now just break it down. What is it? Why? And what should enterprise do?
Okay. So red teaming is the attacker side of cybersecurity.
Okay.
Why they need it? It's because you need a sequence of attacks so that you can understand the next attack.
You need a sequence of attacks to understand the next attack.
Yes, it's like putting yourself in, it's like when you're growing in your career and you have so many stumbling blocks. And when you're mature, you know every bad thing that's going to happen.
Got it. Based on your experience in your early days.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can be able to maneuver around it because of the previous challenges that you once got.
Yeah.
So you have to be in the challenge to understand the challenge.
So are they like synthetic attacks?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can decide to resource from bug bounty. Like you can set your systems out there and give the young people to play around with it, hack with it. And if they get a vulnerability, you give them something.
Okay. So you're inviting would-be hackers to push and prod your systems so that they can realize where you could be paralyzed.
Yes.
Oh, do we have red teaming?
We do have them.
In the country?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now the problem is most companies are not putting in the budget to include these people. People are not CFOs and these CIOs are not seeing the benefit of why am I supposed to be having a budget? I don't have that challenge at the moment.
Yes.
But you need to be facing that challenge consistently to understand the challenge that will come forward.
So the CTO, CIO, CFO, that the C-suite of the future has to be proactive.
Yes.
So don't wait to be attacked.
Don't wait to be attacked.
Because attacks of yesteryear, they could be managed. But the attacks now could deplete everything and finish destroy whole businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. So back to now red teaming.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing a convergence in the SOC team, the cybersec team,
Mm-hmm.
and the AI team? Are they meeting in the middle, or are they still that team over there, that team over there? What again, from your experience?
From my experience, we have separated ourselves for some reason. But talking about AI, with the AI SOC coming in, and there's a lot of automation on defense.
Yes.
There's a lot of automation on attacks, right?
Yes.
So you need to be up to date to understand now which side am I going to be in, or how am I going to mutate or adapt in what level of career-wise.
Okay.
Yes. So I feel like there's more collaboration right now with AI coming in, because now we need to understand what level of capacity does the SOC need, and what level of capacity does the attacker need to attack the systems. Right.
So you have to think like an attacker.
Yes.
Prepare like a business owner. And innovate like a startup.
Yes, at quantum speed at the point, because with AI, everything is moving so fast.
Wow. And from experience and conversations and your circles, what's the biggest system failure you're foreseeing for us as Kenyans, as East Africans?
What I see is we've talked about biases a lot, but I think something that I foresee is automation on how we bring the human aspect of everything when everything escalates.
Okay.
So as much as we need the human aspect of everything, the AI is moving so fast in a way that we can't automate the human response.
So it's the human in the loop.
Yes.
So the human in the loop in AI deployment is very important.
Yes.
Theoretically, we know. But enterprise is like, if I get rid of my...
it's really so hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm looking, I'm like, I've gotten rid of my 10 humans. The money's back in my pocket. But you've risked automating, because if you don't have that specialized skill set to understand why you don't need this person, but you need that person, you're screwed.
Exactly. So now the bind is, how are we going to accept automation of human in the loop? Because maybe finding or trying to mimic human responses. Because we can't do that at a scale.
No, you can't.
Yes, we just have to embrace the automation and see how we can do it securely.
Embrace the automation? But how do you do it? How do you embrace it? Huh? Hit me back.
I believe that automation is good.
Yes.
And the way AI is coming, we can't be putting ourselves doing everything, as much as we are going to be checking all these systems. At the end of the day, things are going to be moving fast, and it's going to be harder for humans to keep up with AI.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So as much as we're going to have human in the loop, we need the automations. So how do we use the automations to make sure it's secure without the human?
So you're pro going without the human? Oh my word. Wow. But I'm a social scientist.
Yes.
People. You're tech.
Yes.
You're tech.
Yes.
So we need to converge. So I need to say to you, still need a human here, but you can automate here.
But why exhaust yourself?
Why exhaust myself?
Yes.
Well, first of all, I'm keeping somebody's job, upskilling, because there was a question an enterprise posed the other day, and they said, if you get rid of all the humans, what is the economic disadvantage? But
there's so many things coming in. Like, I feel like we should just keep touch on who we are as humans. I feel like with AI coming in, we might start feeling AI generated. Like, for example, how we write posts.
Yes.
That's why we should try keep in check research skills, critical thinking, storytelling, and having that humor as human.
Yes.
But now at the end of the day, we need to use all these human abilities to make sure that we scale up.
Okay. So you're pro automation, but you also, where you're automating, where this person might lose a job, you come around and say, actually, upskill or reskill to come up to the next level. So it's that balance.
Yes. We just need to make sure you're just up to date. And that's why I think right now is that core time where we need a lot of awareness, literacy training, and all this.
AI literacy.
And I love the fact that you talked about how people past 35 might have been passed with some few informations on automation. So we just need to get them to understand what's up to date and how they can keep up.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you there. Policy. As South Africa used AI to write the AI policy, that was a big red flag, right? What should the policy makers of the future be aware of?
Policymakers need to be
current and future.
Yes.
Because AI is now. It's not coming. It's now. Yeah.
I'll talk about two things. I'll talk about policymakers getting in touch with the innovators.
Right.
And I'd talk about policymakers trying to see how the regulations and the innovations can actually be at par. And seeing how we can manage AI automations, AI innovations, speed to the policies, because policies were made to be done yearly or 5 years' time. So we need to have a way where we can have adaptive regulations or adaptive policies.
I agree.
So that it's not all about we have to wait for 5 years. We need to be very adaptive in whatever is coming. And policymakers need to listen to the young people, right? They need to understand what's coming up.
Yeah.
What are they building? So that whatever policies that they're making will be pro-innovators.
Okay. So convergence again.
Yes.
People need to work as a team. The era of silos cannot sustain. It's not sustainable in the era of AI.
Yes.
In your readings, what's one African country doing AI governance and ethics right? Or actually, yes, you said China, so that's why I bring it back. European and African. We've already done China.
Okay.
One of us doing something right.
It's not right yet. We're not there yet.
All 54 countries, none of us are doing it right? Not even our homeland that we...
Not
now
really.
we have an AI bill?
No. I feel like we are really out of touch, and right now people are just having policies so that they can show investors and startups and people coming in with funding that we have the policies set to manage your capacity, your solutions. But if you check these policies,
do they make sense?
They don't.
Well, the AI strategy, there's a bias there because I was in that team. That made a lot of sense.
Okay.
It made a lot of sense. So I come from, we wrote about it, we spoke about it, are we implementing? That's me. What about you? Implementation?
So currently, what personally I'm pushing at is operationalizing AI governance and making sure businesses understand the AI governance and how to integrate them in their businesses at the forefront as they are continuing. But not to think that we're not there yet to have policy set for AI governance. So I feel personally I'm working on the operational side. Yeah.
Governance is important. Yes. Regulation was inevitable. This AI bill was inevitable.
Yes.
For me, it was always, do you not need to be at a certain level, the level of maturity before you introduce such a regulation? Regulation is, we're not anarchist people. We're a democracy. So yes, it's right time. But governance, there's always time for the governance.
True.
And right now is the right time for governance. Right. As we're wrapping up, what would you want our listeners to take? The young people, the C-suite, and the women, in that order.
Young people, C-suites, and the women.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For the young people, please reskill. Always be on the know of whatever is going on.
Amen.
For the C-suites, listen to the young people, the innovators. These people come bearing knowledge. You have the wisdom, but now listen to their knowledge so that this intersection can become like a good power, a powerhouse. For the women, please don't give up.
Amen.
You can do hard things, and it's inevitable that you will have so many challenges coming forward and so many things coming your way, but you need to show up, you need to be there, and people are observing what you're doing. So that's the only thing I could tell them. People are observing, just do what you're doing, keep pushing.
Sounds Amazing and brilliant. I'm not going to top up with that.
Thank you.
You've heard from Shiphrah. Young people, C-suites, women, show up, give your best. And that is an AI governance powerhouse from Kenya to the world. That's it from us. Tech Talk Africa. Speak soon.